Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we have a brand new tank. A brand new tank that some people, not everybody, can actually get for free. It's a tier 7 light tank. You probably would have seen tanks very similar to this. And I'm going to try and say it. It is the, let me just click it. It's a Panther, but it is the Aufklärungspanzer Panther. Yes, I said that right, and I know I've said that right. So don't judge me. The Aufklärungspanzer Panther. So basically, it's a tier 7 Panther. But as a light tank. You know, we're used to seeing Panthers as the normal medium tank, but basically what this kind of is like a Panther M10, like, kind of. I actually like the tank. You know, I played it a couple of games, and you know, the penetration, yeah, it's not the best, which we will look at the stats. But overall, I think it's not a bad tank. And the fact that a lot of people, not everybody, will be able to get this for free. How can you get this tank for free? So basically, by the time this video is released, there will be a quest. Yes, there will be a quest where you can get this tank for free. Now, the quest won't be for everybody, sadly. So who is going to get this quest for the tank? Basically, only people that have played over 10,000 battles. That's it. I'm sorry, but that is what it is. That is the rules. That is what Wargaming have told us. Anybody that has had over 10,000 battles will get the quest to be able to get this tank. And then, of course, you've got to then complete the quest. You're only going to have so long to be able to complete the quest. So it's not going to be mega easy. But yeah, that is how you get this tank, the quest. And I'm not sure what you get if you've had less than 10,000 battles. I don't know if they're not doing anything. I think they should. I think they still should. For people less than 10,000 gold, they should still do like maybe a tier 4 or a tier 5 tank. But they're not, unfortunately. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what they're going to do for people with below 10,000 battles. So you'll have to wait and see, because by the time this video is released, you'll know. So the Panther, the Aufklärungspanzer Panther. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. The Aufklärungspanzer. No. Yep. Aufklärungspanzer. Panzer. Aufklärungspanzer Panther. That's it. I've got it correct. I don't care what anybody says. So, of course, it is a light tank. It is a Panther. The armor is not going to be anything special. In fact, it's hardly got anything. Just 65 millimeters on your turret and 50 on your hull. So, yeah, when you come up against those tier 8s, you really are going to struggle. You're really going to struggle. You're not going to bounce anything. And most of them, you're actually probably going to struggle to penetrate. But it's a free tank. Why not? So your DPM is actually pretty solid at 2,555. That is a reload of 3.76 seconds. Your penetration 173 on your AP and 220 on your APCR. I am running calibrated shells as well. 46 on your HE. You've got 160 alpha gun, 135 on your APCR and 200 on your HE. Aim time 3.2, gun dispersion 0.317. You have 7 degrees of gun depression, and one of the best things about the tank is the speed. It's a speedy Panther at 64 kilometers per hour. So even though it doesn't have the penetration, you know, the stat-wise doesn't look fantastic, to be fair, but it's more about the speed, to be fair. And I don't mind the Panthers. The Panther M10, I've made a video like recently about it. It does kind of feel like that, but a lot quicker. It is, yeah, the speed is very nice. So we're going to get into a game. Actually, it was a very good game, but it was made easy. Yeah, it was made easy. I did a pretty good amount of damage for this kind of tank. And that's the thing with these kind of tanks. With quick reloads, like the 3-second reloads, when you have a tank with 3 seconds reload, of course you're not going to have the alpha. So the alpha is low. So to get big damage, you have to constantly keep firing that gun. Luckily for me, this game, I was able to do that. So of course we are going to push the middle here. I was going to go left, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to go middle, and I'm lucky I did, because this is where majority of my damage I managed to farm up. So my team have gone left. There's a tank coming my way. My heavy tanks are coming sort of here, but at least we are all in the same sort of area, which is pretty good. So we are capping base C. There's the Skoda T25. Of course, again, I'm not going to bounce. I'm just going to be mindful of where the other enemy tanks are. I don't want to go to the right and then I get penetrated from someone camping in the sort of bush over there, just like where that KV2 is. Luckily, I do get the Skoda misses me. He's now on a 2-shot, so I can try to go for him, at least to try and get him out of the game. There's the KV2. Of course, I do want to be careful of that guy, because he will be able to one-shot me, and I don't want to be one-shotted. I want to stay and I want to do a bit more damage. So we're going to now focus on the silencer there, who's just pretty much given us a little bit of free damage, and just before you know it, just 4 tanks left alive. So the G2 there, I don't really want to come into him. Luckily, the KV2 misses, but now I know that guy is on roughly a 20-second reload. I can just absolutely farm him, and there is nothing he can do about it. I know he's got the adrenaline, so I do need to be a little bit careful, and I'm not going to risk it now. I'm going to wait for my team. I've got 2,000 damage, so at this point, I'm happy. I've got 2,000 damage. 2,000 damage for a tank with low alpha like this is pretty decent, to be fair. But I'm not done yet. I really am not done yet. So luckily the KV2 misses again, but our Hellcat does take him out. And then I can fast forward and try to get behind this G2. I know there is a Tankenstein around as well. So at this point, it's a 7 versus 2. I just want to farm as much damage as I possibly can. So now you can see how I said it was pretty easy, because I haven't really been attacked, to be fair. I put myself in a decent position. It's not about the enemy being bad. Honestly, it's not about the enemy being bad. It's all about me getting myself into a decent position. Nothing to do with the enemy being bad. I'm lying. So before you know it, just the Tankenstein left alive. So I'm just going to go towards and get as much damage as I possibly can before the Skoda T45 steals all the damage, and then the guys that come behind. So hopefully I can get one more shot with the 3-second reload. That is the best thing about this tank. That is the reload as well. You can just constantly keep firing. And before you know it, I end the game with 3.5k damage, which is very, very good considering the low alpha that this tank has got. So yeah, the Aufklärungspanzer Panther Tier 7 light tank in the quest. You can get it for absolutely free, only if you've had 10,000 battles or more. Let me know what you think of the quest. Yeah, it can be a little bit unfair because only certain people can get it, but I wish Wargaming did do another quest for those with less than 10,000. As I've said, maybe a tier 3, 4, 5 tank, who knows. But just to leave these people out, I do think is a little bit unfair. I don't know, there may be some kind of quest, but as far as I'm aware, this is the only tank I've been given in my press accounts. I believe there's no tank available unless it is a tank that's already in the game. You'll see, you'll know by the time you've watched this video anyway. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsy69. Yeah, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.